Welcome. In today's video, we'll learn how to conjugate regular verbs in Spanish in the present tense. We will focus on verbs that end in AR, ER, and IR. Let's make it easy and fun. First, let's talk about what conjugation means. In Spanish, verbs change depending on who is doing the action. So, we'll look at how to change the endings of verbs in the present tense for different subjects, like I, you, and they. We will start with the regular verbs. Let's begin with AR verbs. For example, hablar means to talk. For AR verbs, the conjugation changes depending on the pronoun. For AR, pronounce it as like in father. Here's how we conjugate AR verbs in the present tense. Yo hablo. I talk. O ending for I.2 hablas. You talk as ending for U.L. Aya, usted habla. He, she, you formal talks. A ending for husha and you formal nosotros hablamos. We talk. Amos ending for we *vosotros. Vosotros habláis, you all talk in Spain. Ace ending for you all ios, ustedes hablan, they talk, and ending for they and you all. Now let's look at ER verbs. For example, comer means to eat. For ER verbs, the conjugation changes depending on the pronoun. For ER, pronounce it as like in bet. Here's how we conjugate ER verbs in the present tense. Yo como, I eat. O ending for I.2 comes, you eat. Es ending for U.L. Aya, usted coma, he, she, you formal eats, ending for husha and you formal nosotros comemos, we eat, emos ending for we. *vosotros, vosotrasco mes, you all talk in Spain, as ending for you all ios, ustedes comen, they eat, and ending for they and you all. Now, let's move on to IR verbs. For example, vivir means to live. For IR verbs, the conjugation changes depending on the pronoun. For IR, pronounce it as ear, like in cheer. Here's how we conjugate IR verbs in the present tense. Yo vivo, I live. O ending for I.2 vives, you live. Es ending for you'll. Aya, usted vive, he, she, you formal lives. E ending for he, she, and formal you. Nosotros vivimos, we live. Emas ending for we. *vosotros, vosotros vives, you all live in Spain. Is ending for you all ios, ustedes viven, they and you all live, and ending for they and you all. Here's a summary of how the verb endings change with different pronouns for AR, ER, and IR verbs in the present tense. This table will help you see the patterns for each type of verb. Now it's time to practice. I will give you some verbs, and I want you to complete the conjugations in the present tense. Ir, huigo, yo, caminar, tú, beber, él, escribir, nosotros, vivir, ellos, bailar. Great job. Keep practicing, and soon you'll feel comfortable with all the conjugations.